I can be counted on for plenty of things. Always showing up overdressed and never knowingly out-lipsticked, having a tongue impervious to the most potent chili peppers and hot sauces, unfailingly having stellar book recs, and winning our local library's summer reading contest for 3 years in a row. Except last year's, when Ian did. And now, apparently, for waltzing that extra point straight into his GPA. I'm not really that predictable, am I? I ask the girls as we walk into the locker room to change for gym, inhaling a cloud of chlorine and hair products. Blair's already regaled our best friends, Katie Hill and Valika Mehra, on the walk over with the exaggerated story of how I all but pole vaulted myself over the desk 2 periods ago. And if I don't join her for track and field tryouts senior year, we're not friends anymore. Katie, my oldest friend since preschool, and Blair's girlfriend of 3 years, purses her mouth thoughtfully. Why do you think being predictable is a bad thing? Because Ian anticipated my move before I even made it. I twirl in my locker combination. If you know what someone wants, you always know what they're going to do next. You can anticipate their next move. Okay, villain in training. You got all that from him turning around to look at you? Blair asks with a laugh, tying her hair back. Val stifles her giggle. It was the way he looked at me, I insist, shimmying out of my sage green skater skirt and black high-necked ribbed tank. Come on, girls, you've all seen it. Oh, yes, that beautiful boy's heart eyes whenever he looks at you positively sends chills down my spine, Blair drawls with a shudder. Wait, what? I tug the camo tee over my head harder than necessary. My hair immediately billows with static that Katie smooths with a dryer sheet she just happens to have. She's predictable too, but in a useful way, like always having an extra number 2 pencil for Scantron tests and Listerine strips to mask your breath when you've been drinking something you shouldn't. Just last week, her emergency packet of fruit snacks preemptively warded off my got an 89 on a quiz migraine. I'm pretty sure the contents of her Betsy Johnson mini backpack could help the 4 of us survive both A, a zombie apocalypse, and B, high school. You heard, Blair sing-songs, then proceeds to pucker her lips and pretends to smooch the air. My face scorches like a frying pan. Like that's in any way what I want with Ian. Don't tease Kavya, says Katie, winking as she shimmies out of her balloon-sleeved maxi dress that looks amazing with her height. We all know the poor girl's goat is easily got. This time, Val doesn't even attempt to hold back the laugh. But when I turn laser eyes on her, she flashes her palms at me in a conciliatory gesture. Are we actually doing gym, or should one of us drop to the floor and pretend to be looking for a contact? She asks, brow furrowed. We'd all seen Coach Ricky, the PE teacher and boys basketball coach, palming the red rubber ball on the way in. If we still had Coach Tina for gym, pulling a fast one would have been impossible. She wouldn't even let any period havers bunk off swim week if they brought in a note from their parents saying they were on their period. She runs her classes with the same drive that takes her girls' volleyball team to state almost every year. I can respect that tenacity, but she'll forever be on my grudge list for threatening to give me a 0 for participation if I didn't get in the pool. I lost my contact last time, so if we're sitting this out, it's on one of you 3, declares Blair. She's already changed into bright white Jordans and a peach oversized tee that brings out the glow of her brown skin. Coach is eventually going to catch on that I don't even wear contacts, says Katie, settling on the bench separating the rows of lockers to tighten her laces. And this may surprise you, lazy bones, but I actually like dodgeball.